Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now. Green 30.
They'll set up to throw. Sammy Coates has it complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
No. Watch it now, Barney. Green, 39.
They run. Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Detroit, watch it now, Barney. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56 now.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going long for Coates. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There's Robinson showing the flash. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So,
true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass.
And the Raiders have got him. Aldon Smith coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. They'll drop to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Here we go. Man 38.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold? That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now a handoff here to his running back. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On 4th down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Back to throw here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll run it now with Robinson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've Raiders out in front as we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A little juke. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go!
Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On play action, they'll throw. And hauled in by Pitta. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
it's Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. And a give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Toss play to Robinson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle here to Coates. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, now, like that in that Philly. Here we go now. Green, 39.
On the toss, here's Robinson. They find some open field here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Denard Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the Titans have just scored, so they add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. There he goes left side. And all the way in Touchdown, Oakland. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll set up a throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And the Redskins have scored again to extend their advantage. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. 53, check 53. Ohio.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kick all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done.